completely forgot it, but most of these contacts were on 10 meter, so we'll say that. There was a couple of them here on 15, but the majority of them was 10 meter. And but first of all, I'd like to know if anybody heard anything from the Kilo 6 Hotel. That was the special event for the last man standing today. The time was supposed to have been from 12 noon to 3 p.m. Now that's West Coast time, so that would put it from 3 to 6 p.m. our time here on the East Coast. And I looked a number of times throughout the day on the clusters. They were going to operate on 20, 15, and also on 10. And I never once seen that call located anywhere on the cluster. I was listening up and down the bands, and I never heard a word. So I'm just kind of curious if anybody else did or not. But anyway, Lee, I wrote down a few contacts. Most of these are some of the islands that was deployed this weekend. As you know, a lot of the islands was being activated there, and we worked quite a few of them there. But let me reset. Yeah, okay, very good. That's pretty good timing, I guess. But anyway, Lee, we've got Charlie November 3 Alpha, which Morocco. We've got Charlie Tango 3 Kilo Uniform, which is Madeira Island. We've got 8 Romeo 1 Alpha Kilo, which is Guyana. We got Kilo Papa 2 Mike, which is the U.S. Virgin Isles. And then we got a November Papa 4 Golf, which is Puerto Rico. And now this is a new contact for me. It's a Tango Kilo 9 Romeo Corsica. That is a new contact for me. And then this is also a new contact for me. Is a Charlie 5 Alpha, the new Gambi. And then we got a 9 Yankee 4 Delta Trinidad Tobago. We got a Tango Foxtrot 3 Charlie Whiskey Iceland. And then we got a Victor Papa 5 / Kilo 9 Papa Yankee station that was activating the Turks and Casco Islands. So Lee, that's the ones that I thought I'd mention tonight because it would just take entirely too long to go through the entire list. So with that, back to net. W1LTX.
This is W1LWT with the RAMNet, the Kilo 1 Alpha Ocean Mike net. Okay, thank you very much there, Bob. That's a lot of good information. I do have one question for you. And did you guys talk about or notice that prior to the storm there was some good DXing happening and conditions was extremely well in many different situations? Did you guys notice that at least 2 to 3 days prior to the storm moving up in this area? What do you have for an answer on that there, Bob?
Well, Lee, I can say this, the bands were hopping. I mean, they were hot. You had a station about sometimes every 50 hertz or so, there'd be another station, at least another, maybe a kilohertz or two. You know, it was hard to work a station because you had so much QR Mary coming from both sides of you. That's how strong it was. I mean, it was really hot. Stations all up and down the band. I mean, regardless of where you went, 20 meter, 15, 17, 10, especially 10 was hot there for the longest time today. So, in fact, the last couple of days. Other than that, Lee, that's about the only thing I know to tell you. W1LTX.
Okay, Bob, thank you very much. And that's some good information. So for the newcomers to the hobby, or for people that's never really played HF before, there is some differences that weather plays along with amateur radio. And for our conditions, propagation, for many different things, so we can communicate. And prior and during a storm and after a storm, there's going to be effects on communications too. So many things to be aware of. Okay, it's a good learning experience from out of the ordinary that we always experience from good weather and some conditions of good and bad every day. But prior to a big storm like this, it shows that it affects many different things. All right, thank you very much there, Bob. Well, boy, we're moving along here tonight. We are 10 minutes off the hour, and I am going to be posting a couple videos of this tonight on YouTube, and every so often you'll see me shine my W1LWT name badge. And reason is for that because I'm going to be using that for an examples with ATV in the future at different briefings. And of course, amateur television, you have to identify just like we do for voice or digital, whatever it may be. So that's why you'll see my name badge being flicked every 10 minutes or so. Okay, let me do a quick reset. Thanks for all the good information from everybody. Thank you very much. And we'll come back here in a little minute. Right now, I want to cover a few things that are about emergency preparedness and briefings here. Like I always tell everybody, for the past few years, going on over 5 years, I stay close and I use back-to-back, really close, to ready.gov. That's www.ready.gov. It's a great site that has a lot of good information, anywhere from publications about being prepared and what to do for disasters and emergencies, and also planning and also training, considering things like Citizens Corps, which like certain groups fall under, and other training that falls under that from FEMA or whatever it may be. And you'll find all this stuff right at ready.gov. Now, when you first go to the web page, you're at the top side, you'll see on the bar, be informed, making a plan, building a kit, get involved, business, and also for kids. Now, that's an important part there. I'm going to stop right there because if you slide down the right side, you'll see preparedness and text messages. If you'd like to get information on your phone about the storm and things that's happening and preparedness tips, check that out. Also, preparedness, let's see, you got preparedness notifications, preparedness text messages. Let me do a quick reset. Wow, that was perfect timing. All right. Okay, we also have in that column going straight down on the right side, Pledge to Prepare. That's where you can go on and join the National Preparedness Coalition. Sign up for the emails. If you belong to a club or group, talk to the person that's the president of the group saying, hey, how about if we put information ready.gov be available through our group also. I'm signed up through it personally. I'm signed up through it through my EOS Red, my balloon group. I'm also signed up through it through the K1AOM Yahoo group. And it's very important to be prepared and to be ready at any given time. Now, let's see. Also going down the list, it has a nice little area here, brand new that they just put in. American Sign Language Speakers. And they have a video now that they people that uses sign language, they can go on there and they can see what the rest of us sees and hear on videos. They can see it in sign language. That is really good. That is excellent. I've watched it many a times, and that's some good information right there to pass on to people that you know that uses sign language in their everyday of living. Also, at the very bottom, as most web pages have, is general resource of getting to know the ready.gov site, resources and policies, participation, languages, follow us, and disaster types. All that's on the main page. And including, in the middle of the page, they have a nice picture of the hurricane right now. well, not this hurricane, but a hurricane, and different areas you can go to making a plan. Testimonials about what people, how they survived during a certain storm, if they were prepared or not. Tornadoes, hurricanes, snowstorms, whatever it may be. Check all this out on ready.gov, and it's also sponsored by FEMA. Now, when you click on one of the areas that says Pledge to Prepare, it takes you to another page where you can sign up with your email and have a password so you can have your own spot. Nice to have that for registering into that. You don't have to. It's all there, but if you register, you can get more information being sent to you on your emails. I have that, and it's fantastic. Also, when you click on the FEMA part, you can go to the ready.gov and Family Emergency Plan. And on there, they got several printouts. You can save it, and then you can also print it out. And on the Family Emergency Plan, the first page has filling out your names of information of your family members, phone numbers, neighborhood meeting place. If something happens and you're not at home and the family is, places where they can meet, a phone number so you can reach them, out of town meeting place, out of the neighborhood meeting place. This is some good information. I wish we had this years ago, which we did, but it wasn't well publicized like it is now on the webpage. There's some other information you can fill out too. That's important phone numbers, other information about where you put stuff concerning deed to the property, insurance for the vehicles in the house, whatever it may be. Also, they have on the second page on the Family Emergency Plan a little card that you can fill out the information, cut it out, fold it, put it in your wallet. If you got a laminator, which I have, you can laminate it and give one to each one of the family members, personalized to them. They also have one for the kids, and that's a Family Emergency Plan. And it's a card that has all the information on there, and you fill it out, place it in the child's backpack, in their wallet or whatever, have them carry it with them. So they have the information in case something happens. They have some information to refer back to know where to go, phone numbers to call, everything that's like that, that's possible, that could be on one piece of paper, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5-piece photo that will fit right in any wallet. That is a really super great idea. I'm holding it right in my hand right now, showing it on the camera. Okay, that's all I have for tonight. We're coming up on the hour, but we'll go through everybody real quick. Joy, K1SEW, what would you have for the ready.gov information I've given out tonight? FEMA or about the storm? Anything you'd like to share about our net tonight?
N1WPU checking in, Lee.
Very good there, Ted. We got you down. N1WPU. Thank you very much. Okay, moving right along to Jerry. K1WTX. What would you like to share on the net tonight?
Good evening once again, Lee, K1WTX. Well, as well as having FEMA.gov around, of course, that's a good one-stop place to find information on any kind of disaster. I've taken steps to make sure the generator is running. I've got gas on hand. We've got plenty of food, Lord knows that, if I can just keep it refrigerated in the event of a power failure. I didn't do any antenna work. I know we survived Irene last summer with wind gusts of 64 miles an hour here and fairly steady winds throughout the day of 30 to 45 miles an hour, so I'm pretty sure we'll be okay there, so I have not lowered the tower. But well, hopefully the antennas will survive, and we'll certainly be listening on Sky One throughout tomorrow evening and into Tuesday morning. Hopefully we'll have someone at GUIX, but we'll have other people out in the field doing listening too. So you people that want to send spotter reports in as the storm gets underway, like tomorrow night, and into most of Tuesday, we'll be listening somewhere.